What's up? What's up? What's up? I need to know my people are in the building. What's going on? What's good? Let me turn the comments on. If you're joining me on Facebook, just know if you have not registered with StreamYard.com, I will not see your comments. All right? We clear? We cool? Just waiting on my guest to log on. We have a wonderful, incredibly talented, funny sister. I don't know if she's gonna tell some jokes or not, but she has enough of a compelling story that I just had to talk to her. Let's let some folks log on here. What's up, my good people? Where you at? Where you at? Ah, shucks. The Kiana Dancie.
Look at
Ooh,
you thinking I wasn't gonna come. Hey girl,
I'm not hearing you. Let me see what I got.
how are you?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Audio issues. Let me go to my settings because I'm sure I did something.
Okay, well keep going because I'm gonna try to open up my new computer. I don't know my password, girl. I,
Can
I
you
don't
say
have it.
something? There you go. There
Can
you
you hear
go.
me? I don't know none
Hi.
of my passwords. I don't know my password to my Google. I don't know my password to my Facebook.
Ah.
I know. Hey girl, hey.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I am fantastic. How
I am
you
so
doing?
sorry about the mix-up. Okay.
Man, life happens. It's okay. It is okay. I appreciate you coming and giving me the adjusted time. We gonna do this. We're gonna have some fun. How you feeling today, man?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm gonna try. Let me hold on before we go. Are we live right now?
We are, but take your time. My
No,
my
no. I just
audience
wanted to see
is
if I can
used.
switch over to my new computer.
Okay,
It'll be
that's fine.
better for us both.
Okay.
The reason, listen, it was given to me as a gift, and I rarely use it because I don't have all my passwords on the new computer. So you know how it go. You know, you
I
got to go back
do.
and forth. So I'm like, I don't know my password. Lord help me.
Girl, that's a whole skit right there.
A whole skit, girl. I don't never know none of my passwords. And then they want you to change them to
Mhm.
passwords that you know. Girl, I don't know.
I thought I knew that
I
one. What you
thought I knew
talking
that
about?
one. Stop it with the pressure.
Talking about? What you mean?
Hold on for a second. Let's see here. I am going to try to log in. Let me log in on StreamYard now.
Okay. Hey.
All right.
People, if you on StreamYard on Facebook, just know I won't see your comments if you're not subscribed or registered in
All right. Let's get this.
StreamYard.
Let's
I
close.
really want y'all to be on YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Get on the YouTubers. We need these watch hours to get up. Okay? Just being honest. Kiana popped out. She's going to pop back in. She's already back. My girl was quick with it. She
Good to
was
see
quick with it.
you. Hey, ma'am. Hey, girl.
Hey, oh, what's up? What's
What's
poppin'?
poppin'?
Welcome to the Blowing Bubbles podcast, the coolest safe space on the planet where the overwhelmed unwind, the lost find love, the lonely find focus, and the weak feel empowered. I am so excited to have you here this evening, the Kiana Dancie.
You better say that. Hey, girl.
Woo! What's up, girl?
You know,
I am so honored. First of all, when I met you, your spirit was just like, oh my gosh. You
Well,
were a total baby doll. Oh my
oh, thank you. I
gosh.
appreciate that. Let me not scratch myself because I'm a people don't know this. I'm a bubble baby. So as soon as I start scratching myself, I start weaping up. Girl, I'm
Oh,
allergic to everything. Let me just
listen,
not
me and
say
allergies. Oh, I have, yeah.
I'm a
But you,
whole bubble baby girl. I'm allergic to my tears and everything, child. Yes! I should be in a bubble
not
somewhere.
the bubble baby. We're gonna come with the bubbles then.
Yes.
We got some happy bubbles.
Hello.
Ooh, wait a minute. The bubbles had, see, I got the sensitive screen, the touchpad. The
Hilarious.
bubbles made it think I was trying to leave the site.
Hilarious.
No, honey, we're not leaving yet. We just got here.
This guy here.
So tell everybody what you have going on. You are an author, comedian, entrepreneur.
So my neighbor. I'm listening.
You got a lot going on. You're a
I do.
speaker, you're a transformational speaker. Now that's a lot of people don't understand what that is. That
Yes.
is so crucial. A lot of people just get up and rah rah rah, but no, you actually affect change in people.
Absolutely. I love that you mentioned that because here's the thing, like you said, we can get you rah rah rah, but how do you get the person from the step 1 to step 2? The goal is to, help you transform into something better. Like people don't know this about me, but I'm gonna tell you, I love comic books. I don't collect comic books. I don't read comic books, but I like the comic movies. Let me just say that. So I love the
Okay.
Marvels and all those. So I am obsessed with the whole Transformers. I love a good Bumblebee. They get all beat
Yes.
up, and then you hear them, they change. You understand what I'm
Yes.
saying? And the reason why I love that is because that just says that although you have been beat up, although you have been through a fight, although you've been through some things, you do not have to stay in that space. So, as a
Period.
transformational speaker, my goal is to give you the tools to become your best self. So, while you are being beat up, the workers' life is going to life.
Period.
Life is going to life while it's life in you and while it's beating you and you ducking and you boom, boom, boom. What? Okay, you did it. What you
Yeah.
do is how you respond. So let me give you the tools to learn how to transform to a better you.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And because I see so many people who are out here, they're on these paid speaking circuits, and really they're just
Talking. But I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people have great messages. Sometimes,
yeah,
a lot of people have an amazing message. And sometimes you'll meet a person or hear a person that, have a story that you resonate with. I just believe wholeheartedly that if you find someone that, that speaks to
speaks
you,
to
and
you. Yes,
yes, you should absolutely pay attention. But again, we all have a story. We all have a story, but all of us are not monetizing our story, right? And I can't say
right.
it's anything wrong with that. I'll just say just everybody ain't meant.
That period. I am I'm in the early stages of bringing my story out. Um,
Hmm.
my stories.
Hmm.
There are so many.
Yeah.
Um, and I struggled for years. People would know me and think that I have something to share. You should write a book. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And the podcasting
Sorry.
became my platform
Yes, I
to
love that.
really, it's a more interactive way for me to share. And the blowing bubbles concept came from it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
I tell people it's impossible to be mad and blow bubbles at the same time. You can't do it.
It is.
You
It
can't do it.
is.
You can't do it. I dare
It's
you to try. Send me a video of you trying. You can't do it. So
right.
there's so many people out here angry for whatever reason. Sometimes no reason. They don't even know why they're bothered and mad.
And it's unfortunate that people are so angry and don't have a reason. I'll tell you, I say this all the time, that baggage is unresolved issues from your past. So
Woo.
the most important thing for us as human beings, as people of color, as women, as moms, as wives, as fathers, as husbands, people, a human, a person on this planet, is to find the root of your issues. And once you find the root of your issues, you can find your joy. Because see, let me tell you, if you mad and sad, get rid of that. Once you
Yes,
find the root, you can get rid of it.
yes, sir. You
Yes,
sure
ma'am.
can. And that's the great thing. I say all the time, you can't fix what you don't face.
Yep.
So if you don't get to the root of whatever your issue is, no matter how painful it is, Peel back that onion. You're gonna cry probably on second, third layer. You're gonna be crying, but
I cried the first.
you
But you
might.
also might not ever find necessarily the root. I'll tell you, I'll challenge you that with that too.
Ooh,
That you
that's
might never
important.
ever find the root, but you still have to be open enough to know that there is a issue. And as long
Yes.
as you know that there's an issue, you can always continuously work on yourself. And there's nothing wrong with not necessarily finding the root of your problem, but just be mindful of the fact that there is a problem. For
Hmm.
example, some people there I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Maybe while example may not be the best, there's a lot of people who are adopted who may have never ever won't ever see their parents, may never meet their
Yes.
parents.
Yes.
So the root of it is that you're adopted, but you need to see your parents. You need to know where you come from, but you might not ever get to have that ability or that privilege. So you have to come to the resolve in your mind. That's not an option for me. But although I know that I am adopted, and although I know that, it would be nice to know, I know that I'm adopted, right? I may not ever know who my parents are, but at the end of the day, now I know at the very least, I know part of my problem.
Yes.
And I'm not saying
That's
that,
a very, very good example,
yeah, I'm
Kiana.
not saying everybody have that issue. I'm just saying that can be an issue for some people.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I do know several people who were adopted and they have this void.
yeah,
I have a very big, close family, and I'm close to both of my parents. I cannot imagine not knowing, not having that connection.
right.
So that's a
It's
very good
tough.
example.
It's definitely tough, but you can only imagine, I mean, in all honesty, Black folks deal with that anyway. Just think about
Yes.
it. We really don't know where we're from. We don't know, even if we do the DNA, da 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 da. They say I'm from this coast, they say I'm from that coast, but what's my story? You know what I mean?
Right.
So we've all had to kind of deal in that operation of, in that, not operation, but under that unknown. We've
Yes.
all had to deal with the, I don't know where at the end of the day, I don't, we ain't even got to go that deep. I don't know who my father is.
Woo.
That's my mother's father. So, and it's not that we hadn't tried, we just don't know who the man is. So again, it's not, we ain't got to pack up and go to Africa. We can pack up and go to Alabama because we don't know who he is.
How
So
about that?
many of us have voids in our life that we just had to learn how to operate under that type of void. And so you have to, you make a decision that, I'm not going to allow that or anything else to hinder me from becoming my best self. But that is a decision that has to be made.
Yes, yes, yes. So if a person never really identifies their baggage, their issues, do you
Girl,
see any possibility of healing? Like what does that even look like for the majority of people out here?
child. Mad, angry, sad, frustrated, irritated. You pulling your hair out, you pulling your lashes out, you got irritability ticks, you always frustrated, you always mad. It's everybody's problem except for yours. I'll tell you that I don't believe that you can't heal because you don't know your baggage. I'm just saying that you have to come to the conclusion in your mind that even though I don't know what my baggage is, I'm not going to carry it anymore. So it may be that you don't know necessarily the source of your baggage. You can just decide I'm not going to carry the baggage.
Hmm.
So, for example, let me give you another example. Same example. We'll use a different way. So for example, you find out you're adopted. You don't know who your parents are. You're mad because you don't know who you are. You don't know where you come from. Right?
Right.
All those things. You have to make the decision, despite me not knowing who I am and where I come from, my life is going to be good. I know who I am. I may not know where I come from. I know who I am. So you might not necessarily know the root of your baggage, but you acknowledge your baggage like, hey, I do have baggage. I have issues associated with the fact that I don't know where I come from. You can do the work. And then once you get to a certain point, you can't find anything else. Okay, well, it is what it is. But listen, life is short. You ain't got a whole lot of time to be sitting around, woe is me, mad and frustrated about who you are and where you come from, because you might not ever answer, might not ever find that answer.
Right.
You have to come to that conclusion. If you don't find that answer, are you okay? Are you gonna waste time trying to figure out who you are, or are you just gonna move on with knowing not who you are, but where you come from and be okay with who you are?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So from reading your book. First of all, let me go ahead and put this up close to the
Hey,
camera.
girl, hey.
Bye bags, and it comes with an accompanying. Well, she also has available a workbook journal to
Yes,
accompany
ma'am.
it. So, man, you guys got to get this book. You have some pretty heavy bags that you have had to work through and get past.
Right.
Or have you? I know one story that to me seems like it would be the heaviest. What would you say was your toughest bag to put down?
I'll let you answer that. What do you think?
Eric Lovejoy.
Yeah. So I, despite me being molested, despite me being, losing my dream job, being in a long term relationship, not materializing into marriage, the man did ask me to marry him 4 times. I said no every time. Losing Eric was hard for me because it was one of the hardest conversations I ever had to have. One, I had to call my mom, let her know what happened, then call his mom, let her know what happened. My boyfriend being shot in front of me in my mom's house was the worst thing that anyone could ever imagine. And, trying to tell his sister and his mother, like, first of all, it wasn't my fault. Second, and then not only me telling them, I had to make sure I remind myself it wasn't your fault. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that was the beginning of my nonprofit called Bags, Becoming a Guiltless Survivor. Because what I've learned is,
Mm.
despite what you've been through,
Ooh, wait a minute. Don't gloss over that. Bags.
becoming a
Becoming.
guiltless survivor. Because no matter what trauma or drama that I've been through, someone else suffered through it with me. My mother, when I was molested, she suffered through it with me. When my boyfriend was shot in front of me at my mother's house, she suffered through it with me. So equally, the same. My trauma may have hit her. It hit me differently than it hit her, but at the end of the day, we still was going through. So I had to pick up the phone and call his family, and say, "Hey, this is what happened." And it was one of the hardest conversations I ever had, and I loved him. And no matter what you say to someone, no matter how the story went, they're always gonna have their own narrative.
Yes, yes,
Mhm,
yes.
mhm.
Because when you have that kind of loss, it's almost like we believe it feels better to place the blame
It
somewhere.
does. Everybody want to blame somebody.
And I can see that. I read
I
that.
wanted to blame somebody. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I wanted to blame somebody. So, and for a long time, I blamed myself. And then after that, I blamed the shooter. So, what you do is you learn how to, you make peace with what is, right? And then you ask for forgiveness from the family. And I didn't do anything wrong. And Eric and I knew exactly what was going on. We had both had a conversation. He couldn't take me to prom because he had to work. And I don't know if he ever had that discussion with the parents. With his family. He probably did not, because there was really no reason to tell them, "Hey, I'm
Yeah.
not taking Kiana to the prom. She's going with another dude." But that was my story, and it's on record at the court. So, every the guy that took me to the prom, there was nothing. I didn't know he liked me. I didn't know he had any kind of feelings for me. I didn't even know him. So all I knew is he missed his prom. He went to Southwest DeKalb. I went to Cross Keys. He said he missed his prom. Okay, let's go. You got a car? Me and my homegirls, we jumped in the car and we went. That's it. But who knew?
Mm, my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whew.
But you learn as you get older, and also you forgive. Like, I have forgiven him. As sad as it is, I feel like, the justice system. He took a life, so yes, he should have definitely done some substantial time. The issue I have is that, the justice system is one that will penalize one color
Yes.
longer than the other, and then also my issue is, um, they're quick to lock us up, and without giving us the opportunity. We paid our dues to society. Now what? Listen, I'm not in a position to say that he should be out or not. All I know is that happened when I was 17. I'm 45.
Mhm.
and he's still in jail.
Wow.
I have
Wow.
no opinions about whether he should be out or not. I would never get into that. All I know is it is what it is.
Wow. Nearly 30 years later.
Yep.
And as a mother, if it had been my child as Eric was my child, I would certainly not ever care if he got out.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, if Charles was my son, I'd want more compassion.
Yeah.
You
So it's
know,
a tough place to be. It's certainly a hard place to be.
yeah, yeah. And a lot of people don't take into account when they're doing things that what you do will most certainly affect your family too.
Yes, that's what guiltless survivor is. Because even that, him being in prison, his family has been affected by that.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, but I would say this also, as the Christian in me believe that I've forgiven him. The Christian in me has definitely have been praying for the family on both sides. The Christian in me has been praying um, just for peace in my spirit about it all. But who am I? I didn't lose my brother. I'm sure, like you said, I would feel some kind of way. I didn't lose my son. I would feel some kind of way. And again, that's why I won't. I don't have it. I have no opinion about what happens. I made to just I've forgiven him and I move on. Because if Eric was alive, we would have married
Yeah.
for sure.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that you have survived and even thrived
Yeah.
through all of that adversity. Um, I was I was frustrated with the short term that Mr. Victor did. I don't think you outlined exactly how long, but you said he wasn't in jail
Yeah.
that long.
Yeah, girl, I don't even know how long the man was in jail, but it wasn't long. And I say this all the time. If he were to run up on me today, I wouldn't know what the man looked like.
Wow. That's a blessing, I think.
Is it?
I do.
I don't know.
Because if I know you know of him and everything, but I have I have similar experience. And to see that man's face anyway, that man dead.
Hmm.
See the I constantly see the face. If you
Hmm.
don't have a face, that ghost can be gone.
Have a face at all.
So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, but wow, he didn't do. And I also, touching on the justice system, had it been Lil Becky, he'd probably still be in there.
That part. And then, they just don't value they put so much value on so many other things, like a one color, to gender. If it was a boy, probably would have been less time, even less time. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that again, I've moved on. I don't spend a lot of time worrying about it because see, let me tell you something. Life is so short.
It
And as
is.
long as I'm sitting around, woe is in me and worrying about what happened yesterday, I ain't gonna live today.
You won't. You won't. And that's very, very commendable for you to be able to just brave your way through all of the experiences.
You have to. And I challenge people to do the same because what happens is, you're like I keep saying, you can't get time back. The most valuable thing that you will ever have is your time. And if you
Non-renewable
keep
resource.
wasting time, that part, keep wasting time looking backwards, you have got to take the time to look forward. Even in my long-term relationship, I was so busy looking backwards at how much time I spent, I forgot to turn around and look forward at how much time I was wasting.
Mm. Ooh.
And although I loved him and I loved our story, I loved the whole idea of meeting and falling in love and being together happily ever after, that wasn't supposed to be my plan nor my story. So you have to make a decision. Once it starts stealing your peace and your joy, you got to grab your bag, sis. And I ain't talking about your baggage. I'm talking about your luggage and move. Get out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes we get caught up into all of the things we've invested.
All the things.
So you just want to keep
And we forget about
wasting?
all the things that we wasted.
Yes.
Yep.
Like the most important thing you consciously wasting now is your time.
Is your
Now it's conscious.
now you know.
Now you know. Yes, yes, yes. So what do you do in this phase of your life to kind of cope? What is your
My coping mechanism,
yeah.
I rest, I
Mhm.
write. I love taking a bath.
I do
Um,
too.
yeah, so when I'm cold, I take a shower or a bath. If I'm mad or if I'm irritated, it's something about the water that gives me a peace that I really cannot. I just enjoy it. I over enjoy taking a bath and just taking my mind. It wash all of my issues and all my frustrations down the drain. And I do something called laugh therapy. I think about one of the most craziest things that has ever happened to me, and I just start laughing. And then sometimes the laughter is fake, it's forced, but then eventually you start laughing for real. So I do laugh therapy. I'm not a big workouter, but I do try to at least. There's some small workouts on Netflix. It's 10 minutes put on by Nike. I'll jump on that, do 10-minute workouts. I will. I love coffee, so I'll have a cup of coffee to, calm my nerves. But for me, it's just I've learned how to just write down the things that is hindering me from becoming my best self. I write it down, I tear it up, and I burn it up because I'm done.
I
I don't
love
have
that.
a whole lot of time to be focusing on things that's stealing my peace and my joy. I just don't.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes.
Whatever
That's
that
so
is.
important. That is so important. The bath is so calming to me. I love a good bath. Oh my goodness. That's special. So you have an event coming up
Yes.
and you are focusing on, the baggage. Tell us about your event.
So, Baggage Claim is a women's empowerment tea celebration where women can come claim, release, and heal from their emotional baggage that they carry. We all carry, or are carrying. We all have been through some things. I just got off a Zoom with 30 girls, and some of the ladies in the room don't even ask me why they was there, but some of the ladies in the room was like, "I ain't got no baggage." I'm like, "Girl, why is you here?" But we all have been through some things. And I said the same thing I'm going to say to you is the same thing I said to them. If you don't have any baggage, live a little longer and watch what happens. Eventually, you
Yes.
will have some baggage that you either collected or carrying, or somehow or another you acquired. You sometimes can acquire baggage that don't even belong to you. It can be
Yes.
generational baggage. It can be your kids' baggage. Your daughter got multiple kids and they keep dropping them off. Same thing. And I'm not saying your baggage, your kids or your grandbabies are baggage, but I'm just saying,
Listen.
hey, you ain't making
Yeah.
mistakes. They not at your house. So the event is a safe destination for women to come into the room and see other women who have been through what they're going through, whether they're on the beginning, middle, or the end of their healing. Also, there are great opportunities for us to share. We're not trauma bonding. What we're doing is we're talking about the ways that we victoriously overcame our drama,
Mm,
our traumas. There will be a poet there, Songbird Teresa the Songbird. There's a singer there. Oh my God, I love Zabiel Janae. She is phenomenal. And then we'll have a one-woman show with me in a way that you have never seen me before. And
I
a lot
love
of
it.
people say that I've never seen you headline, I always see you host. Okay, well, this is the time. Come see me. And so it's gonna be a phenomenal transformational experience. So I'm super excited about it because every ticket you will receive a gift bag with over
Mm,
$250 worth of free items, including my journal in the book, in the bag.
nice, nice, nice. Where can people get the tickets?
So there's been some there we are okay. So that's where I need to say I'm not sure yet because it's at the underground. But we're making a change. My team have decided based on the capacity issues that we're going to change because we're expecting a big number. So we are changing where we can get this. So as of right now, you can get the tickets on atlcomedytheater.com at the underground location. If you do buy the tickets and we just so happen change the location, your ticket will be honored. There's a whole lot of things that we have going on, baby. We just had this huge meeting today and all the confirmations, everything's going to be done tomorrow. So I almost said, girl, let's cancel this meeting. This is tomorrow. But I didn't want to do that to you. But so right now, send everybody to my website, kianadancie.com. Let them subscribe. I will send out an email how to get the information. But if they absolutely want to buy their ticket right now, they can get it at atlcomedytheater.com. And I know that sounds very confusing, but listen, I'm working on something. I got some baby. When y'all see what I got going on,
It's July 22nd.
July 22nd at right now at the ATL Comedy Theater at the Underground location. So regardless if it's in the underground, I mean under the ATL Comedy Theater or in the underground, regardless of where it is, will be you, ma'am, be there. Fellas, you cannot come. You can't come.
Ladies.
But you can buy a ticket and you can support the ladies.
Yes. It's gonna be so awesome. I just know it. I just know it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I will be in the place.
Thank you. You need to bring some bubble blowers. Bring them on into the
Hey, I
matter of
will.
fact, you should sponsor. Put some bubbles in the bag.
Okay.
You got
Okay.
some bubbles. How do you do this?
I guess so.
You look at me putting you on the spot. What you got?
You know what? I've only done it once. I did my friend had a float in Mardi Gras this year, and I did like 600 bubbles,
We only
bottles of
need
bubbles.
250.
Woo! So,
I'm so sleepy. We only need 215.
okay.
230. 230.
Okay.
Yeah, just do 230, girl. It's gonna be phenomenal.
We make it happen.
Absolutely. So the bag would include so many items, including my journal. We're gonna do the work and we're gonna get it done. So I just want everybody to know that this is not an event that you want to miss. It's not. Okay, be there.
Awesome. Awesome. And I do want to take a pause for the cause. This episode of Blowing Bubbles Podcast Live was brought to you by Ragers Anonymous.
Come on.
This here, we talk about coping. You got some stress. You need to break some stuff up, but you can't damage your own stuff. Hit up bigragers.com. They are Ragers Anonymous on Instagram. If you want to do a gender reveal and find a new, unique way to smash up something and let the pink or blue smoke come out,
That is fun.
bigragers.com. I'm telling you, they will pull up on you. They have a trailer. When I saw that trailer, I was like, bigragers.com. So, yes, I had to take a pause for the cause because this episode is brought to you by those guys over there.
Nice.
All right, all right, all right. So, yes, make sure you guys go to kianadancie.com,
KianaDancie.com.
subscribe, and then you will be notified where the new venue is going to be. She had a location, but guess what, y'all? So many people wanted to come, they have to upsize it.
You got to
That's
upsize.
a beautiful problem to have.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're impatient, you can secure your spot by going to atlantacomedytheater.com and
Yeah,
getting your
and all
ticket.
the same benefits that you will get through them, you'll get it through the new venue, if not more.
See? All right. So I want to make sure that's clear.
Mhm.
So I am intrigued by women in comedy. I love, love, love comedy. I'm not a stand-up kind of person, but one of the things on my bucket list is to be like on a sketch show like Saturday Night Live or something like that.
Mhm.
So how was it?
Be funny girl. Okay.
Good. I was told I. Yes, I love it. But my parents had a production company when I was little,
Oh, nice.
and my dad was like Keenan Ivory Wayans before Keenan Ivory Wayans back in the 70s.
Nice.
So this is in my blood. I love it. I love to make people laugh and smile. So you have an incredible journey of your breaking into comedy. You just always believed in you. First of all, I want to talk about that. Where do you attribute that strength and that confidence in you?
Ultimately, my mother, my family have always poured into me, always been very supportive of me, no matter what I wanted to do, from modeling to acting to speaking to being a stand-up comedian to moving from Houston to New York to LA, back and forth. My family is always, whatever crazy idea I've ever had, my family has been there to support me, whether it's to, drag my suitcase bags or, whatever. So it's my family for sure. My mother, absolutely.
That's dope. That's dope. That matters so very much. And you had experiences with some creeps in the business too.
I mean, we all have creeps in the business, and it's funny because I still work with the creep to this day. But you with any business as a woman, you're going to eventually encounter someone that you feel like, oh, this person makes me uncomfortable, and it's ironic that they don't even realize that they're
They're
doing
doing
something
it.
wrong.
Yeah.
And so, I don't think the Weinsteins and all them, they probably did the Epstein's. They knew it was wrong, but because they felt so entitled, they continued to do what they did. And so, I learned how to operate in this business too, because you always got to play to play. You got to play to play. I'm not saying, I didn't say pay to play. It's play to play. And the reason why I say play to play is, what is the play? Because sometimes you can be in a situation where you got to play the game so that you won't get kicked off the show. Or, I never say sell yourself short. I never say compromise yourself, but you do. You be in a room. If it makes you uncomfortable, you back up out that room. You don't,
Yeah.
that you play the play, meaning if you know that he's gonna try you, you don't be in that room by yourself. You don't travel. You go. There's just things that you learn how to do being a female comedian on the road. Anytime you go to a show on the road and you get your key, you change your room or change your key. You don't allow someone to give you your key. There's things that you learn on
Mm.
the road by yourself. If they offer to pick you up, how well do you know them? Just nowadays, you can just order Uber. No, I got it. Your
Yeah. Wow. Those are layers that I had never even
yeah.
considered, the
Yeah.
switching your key or not letting somebody give you your key. Letting somebody else give you your room key could be just as dangerous as somebody giving you a drink.
Yep. Yep.
I never thought,
Absolutely.
ladies, listen,
Absolutely.
when we're
Absolutely.
going to different places, I don't care if you're going to Essence Festival. You better be safety conscious. You better have a system before you get there.
Yep. You
You
bet.
bet you just dropped some bars, man.
Yep.
I
And
didn't.
you better prepare yourself and always have a plan. Because you really, I mean, people, listen, they say you can trust them, and then can you really? You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. Wow, that's important. So, how long exactly have you been doing stand up professionally?
So I went professional in 2009 ish per se, like 2010. I moved to LA. So, I've been doing the business since 2000, I'll say 2010, because I hadn't had a full time job since.
Man,
Right.
you survived a couple
A couple
down
pandemics.
economic downturns,
Yes, ma'am.
pandemic. Man, okay, that is awesome. Congratulations on that
Thank you.
longevity.
Thank you.
Because being not only a woman in the entertainment industry, but surviving some serious economic situations, one
Yeah,
being where the whole world shut down
that part.
and you still don't have a job.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And it's like with anything, you have to just prepare for, the downfall. And it ain't always, you're not always sure. You know what I mean? You save for the rainy day don't come, then you spend a little bit more, than rainy day come. So you just have to just be ready. The good thing about what I do is, I can always go find a gig.
Mhm.
And also, I have multiple streams of income. I'm an author. I go sell my books. I'm a real estate agent. I go sell a house. I'm a speaker. I go book myself for a speaking gig. I'm a comedian. Whatever. So the goal is to never be without. But there's times you're just gonna be, it's feast or famine in this business, and you have to make the decision when you're gonna tighten your belt and when you're gonna let it loose.
Yes, 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 yes. That is so important. So what is your you have another business. You have a store?
Yes, I have a CPR cell phone repair store. It's in Duluth, Georgia at 2200 Duluth Highway in Duluth, Georgia 30097. It is literally just what it says, a CPR, cell phone repair store. It's a franchise. We repair all things mobile, your cell phones, your laptops, your computers, your tablets. And we've been in the business since 2018.
Okay.
Hmm.
That is good. So if you guys crack your screen, you got something going on with your tablet,
All
hit
my
her up.
phone.
Hit her up.
Yep,
CPR.
678-691-8787. All of
Nice.
my texts are Apple certified.
That's nice. That's nice. Do you work on laptops? Mac
Yes.
MacBooks?
MacBooks, laptops, computers, iPads, tablets. We repair PlayStations, gaming systems, anything that you break.
That's what I'm talking about. Now that's what I call a diversified portfolio. You got real estate to mobile equipment repair. That's dope. So do you do sales?
We
Like,
do. We sell phones too, and we sell laptops. We sell. That's actually the majority of our business at one time is selling devices and PlayStations and everything you can think of. Girl, we have it.
yeah, okay, okay, awesome. Are you a techie yourself?
I am not, but I used to work for Sony and Samsung. I'm not a repair tech, but I'm familiar with the industry. That's actually how we got into business because we were selling. I used to work for Samsung. My mother worked for LG, so it's one of those things. But I wouldn't consider myself a quote unquote techie, but I'm definitely. I mean, I've been there. I worked there. That's how I got exposed to the business.
Nice, nice. And you use your sales tactics from all your different things. One thing you said you were never without a job.
Never.
One thing I love you said, I didn't get you didn't get much from your daddy, but you got that mouthpiece.
I got that mouthpiece. My father. I always say my father wasn't, but my father was the. So he taught me a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yep, he taught me a lot of things. My mouth was especially.
Have you kind of reconnected with any parts of his family recently?
No, my brother reached out to me, said he was my brother. I was like, oh, okay, hi. No, I don't have no beef with my family at all. But I just, it's one of those things where you like, you know, when my father passed away, when my grandmother passed away, it was the connection was lost.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is so it's so foreign to me. I'm so thankful that I have the family that I have.
hmm
I
hmm
mean,
Oh, I have a beautiful family, a great situation. My mother loves me, my aunts and cousins and all that. I just, again, I don't really waste a whole lot of time on things that just
yeah,
listen. I love them, and
yeah,
right. If your are your parents together?
yes.
See, if your parents were separated and you one parent went one way and
No, I misheard the question. No, my parents are not together.
okay, okay.
No.
And so like, I was gonna say if one parent went one way and one parent went the other way, maybe the connection would be lost because, whatever. But I don't have no issue none with that.
My parents are, and they affected how I move
Yeah.
in situations, but they split when I was 10.
Oh wow.
But they are still like this. Like both parents remarried, and um like they are all we could all like sometimes if my father and his wife come down here to Georgia, they would stay at my mother's house at her and her husband's house.
Oh wow.
And vice versa. When we go home back home, my dad or my mother might stay at my dad's house.
Right.
Um so yeah, it's just it's all I know, literally. I don't know anything else. So
I,
my extended family is extremely big.
that's great. I love to hear that.
Yes, yes. So are you dating? You
So I
single?
am single, but I am dating.
Okay.
I'm dating. The thing is, listen, I'm open. I'm just not gonna settle,
Amen.
and I believe in multiple dating multiple people, and it's not. There's no intimacy. So this is, hey, you want to go to dinner? You want to go to the movies? Yes, we can. Until the right one or till the one say, I want to date just you, and I want us to be serious, and then that's when the conversation is had.
Yeah. Do you subscribe to the trend of soft life?
I do. But girl, it's so many trends. But yeah, I would prefer to be in a place where a man wants to take care of me as his woman. I'm always going to be one that's going to have her own. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I don't think they're not men are not the same these days. They're not
They're
really.
not.
They're
That
not. So,
you just hit it on the head.
yeah. So
The thing that I challenge is so many people so many people, non-women, defining what we should be and how our femininity should look, and buying into the notion that we were ever anything other than either a woman or what we had to be.
Right. And it's funny, that's always from our color telling us black women that we should, and whereas that's not the same standard that they are being held, that they're holding other
Absolutely.
women.
Others.
Right.
Absolutely.
They
So,
want us to work.
because I'm a very traditional woman, I shudder when these men are telling women how to be women. How you know, boo?
Girl.
How you know? So
I don't,
yeah, that's the
it
thing.
drives me nuts, but I don't even get into it. Like, my thing is, I'm like, all right,
Yeah, I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be,
I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. And
yeah,
either you here for it or you're not. And which
or
is
you're
fine with
not.
me.
Ha! Either way.
At that part.
So what you got coming up, sis?
So we got the baggage claim. We have a comedy festival. Just like I said today, we had a phenomenal conversation. So there's going to be a huge announcement come Monday about what's going on. We're going to do a press blitz. So I just want everybody to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok to make sure that they follow and keep up with what I got going on, because you don't want to miss this. I am just really pushing the mental health initiative in our community, because
Mm,
I think it's important that we understand that saying that you need help does not say you're weak. Saying that you need help so actually shows your strength. And I want to see more black men, because women are do it all the time. We'll go get the help, we'll sit on the couch, but we're seeing less black men come out and say that I need some
yes.
help. So there is also a baggage claim for men that is coming. It'll be a safe
Okay.
destination for men to claim, release, and heal from the emotional baggage that they have also carried. And it won't be no women in the room. It's a safe place so you can say, "Bro, me too." You know what I'm saying? So I will say to you, just stay close. I have baggage claim is going on tour. I have yes, I'm actually doing a lot of phenomenal things. I'm a as a just a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are happening.
Okay, okay. I can't wait to see everything unfold. I'm definitely gonna stay close, stay plugged in, and everything that I can attend, I will be there.
Thank you. I keep
I,
looking back because my dog is over here. She was beating on her cage, and now she done decided to go to sleep. I'm like, who's snoring? I forget that she's snoring. Girl, this one right here, this old 65-pound big bulldog, she is not playing with me.
no 65. Oh, you got a big old dog.
I got a baby. Let me show you.
Oh man. Hey.
She
What's her
like,
name?
Kika.
Hey Kiko.
She was like, first of all, I was asleep. So I want, just follow me. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Ladies, please feel free to join my Facebook group called Fire Starters. We are doing the work. We're rolling up our sleeves. We're trying to become the best selves that we can be, the best versions of ourselves that is happy, healed, and whole. You don't want to miss baggage claim. Go ahead and get your tickets, bring your groups, get your bubble blowers, ma'am, and get them in this room, because it's going to be a phenomenal experience that they do not want to miss.
Yes. Y'all heard it right here. Get your tickets, baggage claim. We're
Baggage
gonna
claim.
be in the building. We're gonna be
Yes.
blowing bubbles. We're gonna be burning up baggage. We're gonna
Yes.
do it all. We are
Do it all.
releasing. We
Thank
are
you.
releasing.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you so much for, bringing me on, and thank you for being so patient. And I just want to I'm gonna leave everybody on this note. One, you're not the baggage you carry. You're not the baggage that you carry. You're not the baggage that you carry. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you're walking into, no matter what you came out of, you are not the baggage that you carry. Okay.
Amen.
And
Amen.
don't be afraid to get the mental health that you need. I believe in PCP, prayer, couch, and prescription. Know that, honey, we can pray all day, but some of us need a couch to sit on to help us unpack the baggage that we carry. But on top of that, we might need a prescription. Don't be ashamed to say, I need help. Raise your hand, get the help that you need, because find the strength in your weakness. So you say you need help, get the help you need. And I honor you for saying that you need the help.
Yes. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming on to the Blowing Bubbles podcast live.
Thank you.
We have experienced some greatness. Let me tell you something. This wasn't the platform, but when you ever get to see her tell some jokes, oh
Come
my
on, friend. Y'all know
goodness.
how I do. Y'all know how I do. Y'all make sure y'all come see me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Listen,
Oh my
I
goodness.
got some things happening. Y'all want to miss this thing? Look,
Oh my
oh,
goodness.
she up now. She mad.
Uh-oh. Hey, sorry, Kiko.
She said, first of all, you didn't call my name, you didn't woke me up, and you start hollering. I'm ready to go to bed. So get off the
Ooh-wee. And we got people in the comments on YouTube saying, "Hey, good evening,
Good
great
evening.
show."
Hey, y'all. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all remember that you're not the bags you carry. Come see me. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Kiana Dancie. Listen, don't let nobody run you away from getting the help that you need. You hear me? Don't let
Yes,
nobody prevent you from becoming your best self. Happy, whole, and healed is attractive. A happy, whole, healed woman is a juicy woman. You hear me?
yes, yes, yes. And let me remind you all, go to all platforms, Blowing Bubbles Podcast, Blowing Bubbles Podcast. Subscribe, like, share. And as always, stay poppin'.
Bye, y'all. Take care.
All right, thank you.
See you soon, sis.
Yes.
Wait, are we the show dead? I mean, is it live still?